Hello, hello. What is up, friends? Welcome to Dragon Mount. I am Tom. I am by myself today, as I never really enjoy being because I need to talk to people. I find that's what I find. I feed off others is really how I've learned I functioned recently. But anyway, Crystal has family visiting this week, so she, even though this is like her favorite movie, she said she is begrudgingly having to miss tonight. So just go ahead and send her some fun anecdotes on social media and let her know that we miss her. Anyway, what has gone on in the past week? We have some interesting Wheel of Time news. So one of the big things is Dragon Mount finally posted our interview with Sharon Gillam from WatCon, this recent WatCon, which I was really excited to watch because I love Sharon and I love her work. So you can go and check out the whole interview, which is like over 20 minutes long, on Dragon Mount's YouTube. But I have a clip I want to share first.
Expo and potentially the costumes being displayed somewhere. How can we as an audience support that? Who can we write to? As you know, with SaveWatt.com, we're very good at writing letters. So who can we reach out and help support that effort?
There are some names of people at Sony who I am talking to. I just sent an email today with a proposal, so I don't want to bombard them yet.
Well, but when you're ready for it,
yes, I'll let you know exactly, because it is important to know that there is that much support. And I would love it. I would love to do an exhibition that shows the costumes from the whole show in their family groups or in their cultural groups, or in, so there'd be a white tower.
It's awesome. I really, really, really want to see that. I would travel to see that. I mean, like, I would travel to see that almost wherever it is, like, depending, obviously. But yeah, I really want to see that. Speaking of SaveWatt.com, our signatures are up to 216,000. I love that. I love seeing that. I hope powers that be, I hope talks are in development. I hope something is going on. Let's keep sending all the good vibes out into the universe. What's up, Rapunzel? Hey, girl. And we have the geeky hippie himself, Glenn, hanging out. What's up, buddy? The other interesting Watt news that occurred over this past weekend, actually, I think it might have been today, was our friend Rob over at Malcure Talks posted the schedule for MalcureCon, which is very exciting. We are still hoping. I think, yeah, I saw Erin in chat, so hopefully she doesn't put the kibosh on this right away. But we're still hoping to try to get to MalcureCon this year. Really excited. I really hope we can get there. But the schedule. No, that's Sunday. We want to go to Friday first. There it is. Friday the 29th. So registration, opening ceremonies, Watt murder mystery charades. That sounds like a ton of fun. Everything. I mean, like, all of the stuff is basically like half improv game, half panel, and with all the people there, it'll be fun. But I'm excited for traditional Czech dinner. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Erin does not like Czech food. She was not a fan. It's a lot of potatoes and sausages, to be honest with you. But, I mean, who doesn't like that? Apparently, Aaron. The Crowded Dark Side. The Great Malcure Meme-Off. Had a ton of fun doing that last year with, it was Dragon Mount. Who was on our teams? Oh, I had Uno and their partner. And it was versus Matt from Innkeeper Hatch, and I forgot who was with Hatch on his team. I think we ended up winning, but I also think it was a tie. I don't know. It was a ton of fun. Igloo Bond Balefire. I think we all know what that alludes to. And then Sunday, sadly, closing ceremonies. It's got to end. But oh man, it was a ton of fun. Oh, the river cruise. That yeah, definitely stay for that if you're going. Prague. Oh, I should probably shut the big thing off in front of my face. Prague is a beautiful city. So yeah, I mean, if you somehow end up going there, like if you don't live in Europe, if you're going somewhere else, but if you do end up going, please see Prague. It is such a beautiful city. Such a beautiful city. There's some awesome stuff there. They have an astronomical clock there that's, I want to say, the world's oldest astronomical clock, or still working original astronomical clock, something like that. It's definitely old and it's really cool. The city itself is just beautiful, though. Definitely got to check it out. What else was there for Wheel of Time? I think that, oh, no, there is one other thing. One other Wheel of Time news. And that is tomorrow and Wednesday is going to be Watt Idol. And that is very, very exciting. So Watt Idol 2025 tomorrow. And I think the time is 6 to 8. I think I had a graphic for the time too, but if I remember where things are, that's lucky. Oh, there it is. Found it. The submissions are closed, but the live shows August 12th, August 13th, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and the 16th at 12 p.m. So get ready for checking out all of the entries and all of the special guests and people talking. The $5 footlong to Antarctica. Yes, I did see that. Yeah, Watt Idol is going to be a ton of fun. I'm really excited. I may or may not have recorded a thing for Watt Idol. Not a personal submission, just a thing with somebody. We'll see if you can spot my my possible guest appearance if I made the cut. We'll see. For the Watt Idol stuff. I don't think we're going to be doing anything live. You know, we may participate with others. What's up, Arosa? But yeah, make sure to watch Watt Idol. It's going to be a ton of fun. What else has gone on in the past week? Oh, right. Very excited for for anyone that's that's watching, that's excited that watches horror. I'm very excited for the movie Weapons that just came out. I've seen nothing but positive reviews, and I really, really want to go see it. It's apparently very good. If you like horror movies, this is apparently very, very good. The director also directed the movie Barbarians, which came out last year or the week before. So, yeah. Very excited about that. That's one of the new movies that just came out that I'm excited about. And Wednesday, obviously. But before we talk about Wednesday, the poll that we had on social media. Now, the poll ended up being the polls, all of them across all of our accounts, ended up being so close that I was like, oh man, it was within like 20 something votes, Wednesday and X-Men. And I felt like, I was like, damn, I wish like we could try to like push it some more, maybe do another, round of voting or something, because it was so close. And Aaron was like, why don't you just do a live vote during the show and let like the viewers, the people that come in are watching, vote for it while you guys watch Princess Bride. And because she's a genius, I was like, yeah, obviously we have to do that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a poll in chat to see, and I'm going to leave it up. There it is. Thank you. Aaron already had it prepped. And we're going to just let it run. We're going to let it run for the whole stream. Hopefully I remember to say which one won before the night is through. And we'll see which one wins for the show that we actually end up watching, because they are very close and they're very different shows. And I want to, give the viewers a chance to like get the final say on what we watch, since it's going to be all watching it with us. So there you go. X-Men 97 or Wednesday. I love both of these shows. I actually rewatched X-Men 97 like 3 weeks ago, which is probably why it was still in my head. But Wednesday I watched over the weekend, this weekend, because season 2's coming out and I love Jenna Ortega so much. I really love the characters. What's his name? The guy that is Gomez Adams, her dad in the in the show. I love him as an actor. He's freaking phenomenal. Also, he looks like the original Gomez, like from the cartoons or the or comics, I think they were, or newspaper cartoons. I don't remember, but he's fantastic. I fucking love him. His name will pop out in my head in like a second, unless someone says it in chat. He, and I think we talked about it already. My favorite role of his was 100% anger management. Fucking love him in anger management. I love that movie. Yeah, Luis Guzman. Yeah, I think we talked about it last week or the week before. That whole movie is just hilarious. It's easily my favorite Adam Sandler movie, but let's not get too far off topic. I mean, Reverse isn't even here yet, and we're already diverting to get off topic. If you couldn't tell, I'm stalling a little bit for him because he said he was going to be a little late, and we got to give the man, you know, a little bit of room. He's always helping us out. Speaking of helping us out, he's traditionally our Reverse BLT is our traditional first guest for our first episode of our new shows, but he hasn't watched any of these shows, and he doesn't have the time to do those and record because he wants to do he has these shows slated to do, so he's not going to be able to do pretty much either of these shows, but he still wanted to join in, so you know, it's kind of still keeping the tradition alive. He's here early on in the new series. We just got to make sure, like, it's got to be put, and now I got to consider that for like future shows. Make sure Reverse like can do it to keep that tradition going. We'll cast Morticia and Gomez Adams instead. Oh, that's really good. I like that. That's my new headcanon, is that is their relationship. That's my new headcanon. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I love it. Yeah, 100%. He's got a crazy range, and he's so unexpectedly coming out of him sometimes, some of the stuff. I really, really like him a lot. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. Make sure to go vote. If you, notice maybe a show that you want to win is not doing so great, go get some more people to join the stream and vote so that, we can maybe boost those numbers and you can get your show to win so that we can watch that. I'm excited for both. Does anyone, I think he could pull off a leading role in yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He could definitely pull off a leading role in a serious, or even like I mean, he's done comedy before, but I could see him being like a more serious, like straight edge role. 100% easily. Fantastic actor. Okay, so seeing that X-Men 97 is up on the list of things that we could possibly be watching. What are people's like favorite X-Men? Were there if you watched it yet, like were there ones that you were looking forward to? Things that you think they did right, did wrong? I have like this version of the X-Men, so this is based on it's called X-Men 97 because famously the original X-Men cartoon ended in 96. So this is supposed to take place right after the events of that. So that's just to tell people where it is on the thing. Oh, favorite scene in Princess Bride. Well, people think of X-Men stuff. I think it's gotta be when Inigo Montoya and Dread Pirate Roberts, Westley, meet up for the first time when he's climbing the mountain. I think that's my favorite scene in the movie. There's a lot with Andre the Giant that I really, really like, but I think that is my favorite scene. And the ensuing sword fight, obviously, too. Yeah, there you go. I mean, the sword fight is great, but I like just the exchange that they have on the cliff, where he's like, I do have a bit of rope up here. I could throw it down to you, but you won't trust me. And like, that what can I do to make you trust me? And like that whole scene was really great. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I've definitely purchased it multiple times. I think, yeah, definitely multiple times. 100%. Yeah. The ROUS. That's how it's abbreviated in all of like the interviews and stuff that I've read. It's always the ruse, the rodents of unusual sizes. And I really want to, I imagined this whole movie almost as like a D&D, like a really shitty, not shitty, but like a really straight and like narratively driven, like straight line D&D one shot, and it really plays out like that. I could talk about it when we actually start watching the movie. So fuck, so good. Yeah, I think that's my favorite scene though. Inigo Montoya and Westley meeting on the mountain for the first time. All right, back to X-Men now. This version of the X-Men really was my version of all of the X-Men from when I was a little kid. Like, so this is how I've always envisioned them. The only one that's a little different was Wolverine, and that was because I remember I read some of like the old man Wolverine comics like really early on, and I always preferred him not in the like his suit always felt comical where everyone else's didn't. And I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I always felt that his suit took away from him, and he felt more serious or meaner or powerful when he was not in the bright yellow and blue. But so I've always had that version of him in my head more, but pretty much every other X-Men like that has been the epitome of X-Men for me, has been the, you know, Saturday morning cartoons, sadly on Fox. Back on the favorite Princess Bride clip, when Wesley hands Buttercup that bucket and says, "As you wish." Yeah. Kill the ones I missed. That was pretty fantastic. That's a great comparison. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, like that's basically, instead of saying "I love you," they say as I wish, or "as you wish." I mean, and that is basically what he said to Fail in that moment was, "I love you. Like, I trust you to have my back and to take care of yourself and to kill the ones that I miss. Not the ones that I've hurt and left for you that you can take. The ones I miss, the perfectly healthy Trollocs that I don't get. You take those." Yeah, that's definitely an "I love you" from Perrin for sure. So I'm pretty excited about the X-Men joining the MCU as well. So and the fact that they're going to focus on the mutants, and the majority of the market that they're going to be trying to get to really into this new Marvel era is going to be like our age group, my age group. I could see them leaning into this X-Men stuff. I mean, why else do an X-Men 97 reboot just before, you know, you're starting the mutant stuff, unless it is to test the waters to see what's going on. Yes, I know. The Crystal has family visiting this weekend, and she only gets to see them a couple times a year, so she is hanging out with them. She was very sad, though, she said, because this is one of her favorite movies. Yeah, I know. I am too. That's why I figured I'd give it to y'all and let it come out in a wash, and whichever way we end up is the show we watch in. And that way, you know, y'all, people that come and hang out and watch the stream, have a say in that. You know, I think that's the best way to do it. Erin definitely had it right. It's totally worth watching X-Men, to be honest with you. Like, even if it's not something that you're into, think about it like this. And I think everyone here can understand this reference. Think about it as when you're trying to get someone that's not really into cartoons or anything like that to watch Avatar. Like, you know it's good, and you know they're going to like it if they watch it. They just have to watch it and give it a chance. That was X-Men 97 for me. Not knowing anything about the content is fine. Like, it's, I mean, you know, if you have any, you don't even need a vague knowledge of the X-Men to watch this, but I feel like anyone watching me right now, or any of the things that we watch, have some fleeting knowledge of who the X-Men are. And that's enough. It does pick up right after the events of the end of the 1996 series, but that's not a big deal. Like, the shows weren't very deep back then, and the storylines are pretty simple. Given the X-Men series did have some crazy stuff they did at some points, but nothing too crazy. It's pretty easy to pick up and follow it. Really, they give a slight recap and they do some flashback stuff throughout the first episode, but it's great. But the nostalgia to the 90s is wonderful. I really love it. I know there was some blowback when it first came out because they were like, "Oh, Gambit's coded gay," or he's effeminate and stuff like that. I'm like, no, he's like, he came on screen with like a cut off tank top and like that's what dudes wore in the 90s. That was how like dudes trying to be cool dressed. That's the things that they wore. If you watched like the TV ads and stuff of cool teenagers were dressed in cut off tank tops and shit. But speaking of cool teenagers, a cool dude just entered backstage.
Look, here comes an awesome guest.
There he is. What's up, sir?
How's it going, bud?
What's
Sorry
going on?
to leave you in the lurch for so long.
No, you're great. No, dude, it's all good. Wait, what does it say?
Well, my banner. You get
wait,
it?
wait. What's this? Okay, I got. Is it PET? I think I know what ROUS stands for. But what is PET?
It's people for the ethical treatment of
rodents of unusual size. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
How about my shirt?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me put you up on so we could all see. Oh, that's wonderful. I love it. I love like the old school Nintendo like 8-bit graphics too. That's fantastic.
Yep, I made sure to wear this today. It's special for this.
Oh, I was looking through my because I think I've mentioned it plenty of times. My entire wardrobe is cargo shorts and t-shirts. Now, I looked for one. I don't have a Princess Bride shirt. I don't have one. I don't have a Princess Bride reference shirt at all, which I'm disappointed in myself for.
I'm trying to remember if this is the only one I've got so far. Like every time Woot has a sale on geeky shirts, I make sure to buy a bunch of them. So I'm not really sure. Sorry, putting my phone on Do Not Disturb.
No, you're all good. Good call, sir. I did that too.
Yeah. I forget it way too often when I'm doing streams.
Oh yeah, I forget. And then my second problem to that is I forget to take it off Do Not Disturb. So then I'll go like a whole day. My mother would be like, "I tried calling you all day yesterday." I'm like, "No." Oh.
You know what I do is mine is on a timer generally, so it's actually set to turn on when I'm usually asleep.
Okay. Oh, so you can have it automatically turn off too.
Yep.
Genius. Oh, I'm gonna do that.
I have mine on work days. Mine turns on at 11 p.m. and turns off at 6 a.m. just before my alarm goes off.
I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea. So have it turn off just before. Okay, I'm doing that. So probably a function that's been built into cell phones forever that I just don't pay attention to.
Yeah, and I think there's even something now. It's funny. I'm thinking of all the people who came by to watch Princess Bride wasn't there listening to us talk about
our cell phones. Yeah, that's fine.
But I think, and I don't know if it's just Samsung, but I'm pretty sure because I just got a new one because I needed it for work. My old phone, which I've been toting around for literally, I was going to keep it until it died, but they stopped giving it security updates, and so my job will no longer let me use it because it's no longer in compliance with the security policy. So I had to get a new phone.
That stinks.
But I think when I was setting it up, it said something about having the ability to actually adjust the Do Not Disturb night mode based on basically learning my behavior. So it's one of the new AI features. This is going to be
interesting.
Sort of like try to figure out when I usually sleep.
Yeah.
Just automatically figure out when it should be in Do Not Disturb.
So,
which I don't mind. I don't mind AI being used for that purpose.
Okay, so like the not lazy, but the person who enjoys stuff like that, like automating itself in me, like which yes, for me it's it's pure laziness. Like I could use a calendar or an agenda or all those things to do a lot of that stuff, but I don't. And if I had something that automated, it would be great. But also the idea of an AI being able to learn that about me and then use it, even though it's to help me at the moment, is a little scary. It's a little scary.
Yeah. Anticipating our needs is a terrifying level of predictive ability.
Yeah. And which is one of the scariest quotes I ever heard was 9 times out of 10. And yes, your phone does listen to you and send you target advertising sometimes. But 9 times out of 10, when you get a piece of targeted advertising on your phone, whether it's on Google or Facebook or anything like that, and it's something that you were recently talking about or something that, you know, maybe you searched or mentioned or anything like that, it's predictive based. Like they have the algorithm that can predict the things that you're going to be interested in or look into. And that's how most of the target advertising you see works. And that's scarier than your phone listening to you and advertising stuff to you.
Because it's not just based on you. It's what's it called? It's like an actual thing in like modeling where it's like web. Is that what they call it? I think it's like web-based prediction or something like that. Basically, the idea is that you treat every person as like a node in a big network, and you gather data about the network itself. And it tells you, like, you can use like information about who they're connected with to predict what they're going to do as well. And so it's not just you. Like if your friend, because if it knows someone's in your contacts and they're like, it can basically figure out how many degrees of separation there are between you and this person. And it sees that this person keeps searching for a certain thing. Yeah. It can predict with a relatively high level of certainty that might be something you possibly would be interested in. Yeah. And a lot of times what you'll get is you'll get a test exposure. You know what I mean? Like they'll give you just one impression of this thing and see if you
linger on it or if you whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. And then try some more. You know, it is terrifying.
It is a little bit, yeah. Like, yeah, what's up, man? I mean, like,
yeah, and I'm of the same mind as
I do too. Like,
I would rather see stuff I want to buy.
Yeah, I would rather see stuff that's relevant to and obviously all that's. But the thing that irks me is the easiness at which that would be to manipulate for nefarious reasons.
Oh, yeah.
And like,
because the exact same algorithm you can use to predict what someone will buy can be tweaked to tell you whether that person is likely to resist the government. Yeah. Lots of things. Lots and lots of things. It could be argued. It could be used to radicalize people and turn them down in crazy things. And it's possible there's lots already has been. Yeah, I know. It's scary. Mm-hmm. I wish people. I mean, like, and that all stems to people, just bad people, bad, horrible people. It's never going to be. I wish it was Skynet. I think Rapunzel said it earlier, but it's just going to be bad people doing it. Chance of reasoning Skynet off of the ledge. You know what I mean? It's true. I think we would have a better chance at reasoning with AI to not kill us all than it would be to have billionaires just not be greedy and exploit us. I think that would be easier. I mean, Skynet literally only wanted to survive. That's it. Yeah. Yes, so yes. Bride, huh? We are also there with you too, Glenn. We are also there. Yeah. Anyway, so Princess Bride. But before we go off on that for too much, Princess Bride. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I haven't watched it in years. When was the last time you watched it? Before this week or whatever, you know. I think somewhere around 5-ish years ago. Okay. Yeah, that's probably that I have watched a fair number of times. It's one of my favorite movies. If it comes on, I will watch it, period. Yeah, so. Same. And you know what? And I realize, to go off on another tangent here, I realize
the reason I haven't seen a lot of movies that I really enjoy, like Princess Bride and other, culty classic, but also fun kind of niche movies from the 80s and the 90s, are because of the lack of terrestrial television, where, you just had a lineup of TV shows and movies and things like that, reruns and such, that would come on and you would just watch them. And it's not like you would go and seek out those things. They would just come on. And and I feel like that's probably why I haven't watched a lot of the, shit that I used to watch like all the time as a kid. And this being one of the movies, definitely up there on my favorites list.
Now.
Yeah.
Like this, at least the past generation. I don't know if maybe the past 2 generations technically, but like at least the past generation has essentially grown up in a completely on demand television consumption model. Like they only watch what they want to watch.
Yeah.
And there's never any
having to wait every week for a new episode to come out. Like that's very rare now. But I do like it. I will say that. But before we go too far off, I have tried every time a movie comes up, because I love this movie so much. I try to get it on the list, but it's never streaming anywhere. It's not even on the free places.
Really? So Stardust isn't playing anywhere?
No, it's not streaming anywhere.
Disney.
You have to buy it. X-Men is winning. Okay, it's exciting. I mean, I'm excited either way.
X-Men a movie?
No. Oh, okay, right. I didn't show you. I forgot.
That's right. You were telling me about like
Yeah. So the poll is still going right now. So we'll find out at the end of the stream, after we finish Princess Bride, which show we're going to end up watching. All right. So I'm going to get the show ready to go here in a second. Let me cue it up. So we're going to be watching it on What's up?
Oh, I was just saying we're breaking technically my inaugural streak for series.
I know. I mentioned it. I mentioned it earlier. Like, you're not going to be able to come for the first episode of the show, but at least you're here to kick it off. Like you're part of the beginning of it. So I feel like we're towing the line a little, but I think I could still say the tradition is held together. We'll have to make sure, like I said, the next time we have to make sure that it's a show that fits into your thing, like all 4 options, because we can't break tradition like twice. We can't. It would be too much. I couldn't handle it.
Nameless wins. We cannot allow Nameless to win.
No. Okay. I'm posting the link to the teleparty. When you join the teleparty, you should just see, oops, I only posted it to YouTube's. Let's post it to all the destinations. You'll just see a blank screen. You won't be able to press play. If you do, it'll just like keep jumping back to the blank screen. Just leave it there. I will press play and you don't have to do anything. If you do not want to watch it on teleparty and you're going to watch it and want to just kind of follow along, I got the little timer right over there. Yeah, it's right there. So you can follow along that way, and I will match the time up so that we can watch the movie together. We will not be skipping anything, though there is no anything like that because we're not watching a TV show. There's no recap on the last time of Princess Bride. All right, so we'll give everyone a minute to cue that up. Anywho,
Plus never seems to remember the fact that I have an actual account.
for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like it constantly tries to treat me like I'm someone like who's just like looking.
Yeah.
Because half the time it's like, hey, try a free trial and see if you like Disney Plus. I'm like, I subscribe to you.
I own this.
You dinguses.
Yeah. Mine always signs out for some reason. Every single time I close the page, it signs me out. I don't know why. It's weird. What did Erin? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought Erin asked a question, but it was just as important as her asking a question, and it's her talking about snacks. Whether it's she has them or she needs them, it's very important.
Snacks are extremely important.
Yes, she should remedy that situation. That's all I have to say about that.
For some reason, every time I click on the link, it just takes me to the Princess Bride description page.
That's weird. If you're having any issues with it, usually just refreshing it will help, or making sure you're logged into the teleparty app itself, like the little icon in the web browser. Make sure you're logged in on that side too.
I am, and for some reason, still not doing it. Right, let me reload.
Yes, I am, Aaron. I am busy.
Snack retriever.
I am the snack retriever. There's a couple of clerks at our local place where we buy snacks that know me because I always use the word snacksident when I'm paying for the things. Two of them now have said it to me without me initiating it while I'm there. So I think that's good.
I picked up holy shit snacks from Archer.
That's funny.
So was it? Is it Pam?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Like something. Her favorite expletives. Holy shit snacks.
Holy shit snacks. Okay. Yeah, I don't. It's been a while since I watched Archer. Like a while. Fuck. It's been a long time since like New York.
For me too. I've never watched the entire series. That's one of those shows where I've seen like a random assortment of maybe 20-ish episodes.
Yeah, same. My thing was Aaron didn't really like it, so like usually when we were watching TV, like when we first started dating, we were watching together because we only had one TV. So, well, we only had one TV also. So it was kind of by, on our financial circumstances. All right. I think that's enough stalling for people so that we can watch this show.
I think people get in there.
Yeah. All right. I will share the link one more time, and then we are going to give everyone a countdown and press play on the movies. All right. Here we go. I'm going to press play in 3, 2, 1, and go. Should be okay. 2, 3, and perfect. All right, it's gone. As always, I suggest using the subtitles. It is helpful. All right, make sure. I just had to make sure the volume wasn't too loud because it was kind of blowing my ears out a little bit. Anyway, so I don't know. I think I don't remember if I've talked about this before, but I had an idea. So they were talking about rebooting this recently. And I think we might have talked about it. It was sometime in the last year that I heard that they were rebooting this. And I had a really good idea for it. And I want to see what you think.
Go for it.
So Fred Savage's character, instead of being Fred Savage, okay, I remember when it was. It was when Stranger Things first came out, because that kid, what's his name?
Wolf something? That kid?
The kid on Stranger Things.
Something Wolf or Wolf something, isn't it?
Nah. His name is Lucas in the show. Not the main kid. Wolfhard. Flynn Wolfhard. His name sounds like a 1960s porn actor name.
Yeah, definitely does.
No, it's not him. It's the guy that played Lucas. He plays Lucas in the show.
I've only seen the first season of Stranger Things, and I watched it basically like right after it came out because some friends of mine were super hype about it.
Ooh,
so I don't remember which one was Lucas.
Caleb
With,
McLaughlin.
like, the buck teeth.
Caleb McLaughlin was his name. No, that's Galen, the black kid from the cast. His name is Caleb McLaughlin. Him playing the Fred Savage character. Either Oprah Winfrey or Monique playing the grandfather. So in this case, a grandmother, and so many numerous youngish. You want someone in their 30s to like 40s, maybe mid 20s. But like, there's so many actors to play the mom, but like you don't want it to overshadow the other characters, so maybe not anyone huge. But and then they tell the story, but the whole time, instead of changing the story, have it just be a continuation. Be like the Queen Latifah is working at a hospital, and Fred Savage's character is there, and he's like, "Oh, I have this book, and my grandfather used to read it to me, and I read it to my grandkids. Here, you go home and read it to your grandkids." And so it's Fred Savage giving the book to Queen, and like the whole thing happened, and then but make it a little bit of a comedy, because it's a little bit of a comedy now, but also make it like a little bit of serious social commentary. So have Queen Latifah read the book, or Monique. I waffle between the two, but read the book and like do the scenes like the original way and show clips from the original movie, but then have them change it and like be like, wait a minute, Buttercup's like, she could do things herself. Like, why is she got to like, and have like the kid throw back at Queen Latifah and have them argue like, yeah, we should do this differently. And like, yeah, this should be better. Like to make it like little social commentary, like, and that's where new actors come in and new scenes get done. So we see the original ones and then we see them have like, commentary to kind of change it and make it different. I want to pitch it to somebody. I want it to happen really bad.
It would definitely piss off a whole lot of people, which would be
interesting
to watch.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Especially because one of the first things I thought thinking about that is that we need to have like a random black character get thrown in just because to address the fact that there are
just one.
No black. Are there any black people in
no.
Princess Bride? None. Yeah, exactly. It's like no, and yeah, have it just be one because that's funny too because of how Hollywood works, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, if it was in the 70s, that's exactly what would have happened.
Yeah. And to further the joke, you could even have it so that the present day scenes, Fred Savage is the only white person who shows up in the movie.
That would be funny.
That would just be really hilarious. I would love to see that version of the film.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think it would do well. I think the I don't want to say. All right. I think the anti-woke idiots would go and watch the movie, and I think everyone else would be like, oh, this is a great way to do it because it doesn't shit on the original one, it doesn't retcon it, it's still there, it's just building off of it, and and so I feel like it would do fantastically either way. I want it to happen really bad. Just putting it out there.
So for some reason teleparty just absolutely will not work for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to
sad day.
Try to get in here another way. Yeah, I do not know what's going on with that extension lately. Because I can't use it to in the streams either.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's are you using it on Chrome?
Yes.
Do you have any like ad blockers or anything like that? Maybe that might be hampering it.
I do, but I'm pretty sure they're disabled on all of my video.
That's fair.
On all my streaming sites.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, the only other thing I could think of was that I have hardware acceleration turned off because I can't do screen caps with it turned on.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Well, I mean, I can test that theory real fast, actually. Either way, like I said, I know this movie extremely well, so
of course, yeah.
Grandma's
the king is giving his address to the
characters are watching.
See, I think it would be greater. It would be better if we had the original characters change into other characters in the story, like while they're reciting the story and changing it. If it like shifted in screen for us, I think that would be fun.
It would be interesting. It would be really cool too to get the surviving cast back to riff on the characters that they originally played.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like maybe not actually playing those characters, but like how funny would it be, for instance, to have like Bill Pullman come back and play like the Six-Fingered Man?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. That would be good.
That would just be amazing. Or have what did I say? Bill Pullman. Carrie Elwes. I don't know why I called him Bill Pullman.
I don't. When you say, I remember now you saying Bill Pullman, but I heard Carrie Elwes when you said it.
It's funny how the brain can do that. How it just corrects things.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my?
I actually have some pictures that I got ready for that. So I found my favorite actor out of this movie is Mandy Patinkin for sure. So this is a recent thing of him. Him and his wife do a lot of live streams now with his son. His son is like, it started over the pandemic, and now they do very serious ones, very funny ones. I love them. Mandy Patinkin is one of my favorite celebrities took him out of Hollywood.
Yeah, he's great.
Let's see, who else did I find? I was looking for people that were interesting. Fred Savage hasn't done anything in a couple years, but he's still looking pretty good. I feel like we could put him somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, have him, recovering from an accident or something, and Queen Latifah's like a physical therapist or whatever. It's some simple
Some reason for them to.
Yeah. And then she's talking about, I got to go watch my granddaughter tonight or my grandson tonight because he's got the flu. Oh, when I was sick, my grandfather read me this. Come on. Movie writes itself,
if you
all
were
right?
to do that, you would have to, this is because my brain is weird, in my opinion, you would have to riff on the on Unbreakable.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like the
That would be
scene
funny.
where Mr. Glass meets David's wife in
Yeah.
physical therapy.
Yeah.
Somehow you'd have to riff on that.
That would be funny. Rob, so she, Carol Kane is who I think of when I think of this movie. So when you, yes, she's I forgot his name.
She still looks really good.
Yeah, this is from this past year. What is the first movie you think of when you see Carol Kane? Anyone in chat or I love Carol. What is the first thing you think
in
of
black
her?
and white? It's something in black and white, but I can't think of what it
I
is.
don't remember. I want to see if anyone's is the same as mine. Because mine's
She's
a little.
one of those actresses where it's like, she's one of that guys of Hollywood. Where it's
Glenn.
like she's in so
Fair.
many things.
Mine is
and-
not
and
Princess
you-
Bride. Ah,
I know I've
yes,
seen her in a ton of stuff.
Rapunzel. Ah, I knew I
That's
could
right.
depend
She
on-
wasn't Scrooge.
She was in Scrooge. She played the fairy, the Ghost of Christmas Present looking person. It was fantastic. Ah, I loved.
I had the weirdest boner.
She was, not only was it like a little weird because she was like weird, but she was also beating the crap out of him the whole time.
Yeah.
I loved it. That's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies, and that's my favorite role of hers. Absolutely.
So I tested one of my theories, and I don't think it's working. But,
No.
because I still do have Edge on here.
I'm sorry.
For certain things. I use it for when I do need to go to a website where I need acceleration turned on. So I can leave acceleration on this
Right.
browser
Makes sense.
and turn it off on Chrome.
Take screenshots. Got to take screenshots.
Yeah, exactly. I need part of the material behind me.
Yeah. It's all right. We're still on the boat. I had mentioned, but I don't know if you were in the stream yet, that I view this entire movie as like a really like a railroad D&D one shot.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, all right. You've never played D&D. I forgot.
I've never
Like-
played D&D, so I have no idea what
So
you mean.
like railroading, like, like there's really just one path to take. It's like a simple.
So it's on rails.
Yeah. And a one shot is usually meant to be played in one sitting.
Okay, so self-contained campaign.
Yes, very self-contained. Now, if anyone who
So
regularly
I didn't know that
plays,
D&D was meant to continue past the session.
yeah, okay.
I thought no, seriously, I thought all the sessions
Up until
were
it
contained.
started becoming in media and stuff, I guess.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot, not of D&D actually. My first TTRPG was the Wheel of Time tabletop, which is hilarious. That's how everything got started. But Microsoft Edge, Rapunzel.
Among other things, but in this case, PG, we're talking about Microsoft.
Yeah.
So web browser.
The but that's what this
And
kind
hi,
of reminds
Rapunzel.
me of. The like a D&D one shot,
And
but
hi,
a very
Aaron, too. I think I forgot to say hi to Aaron.
Yeah. How could you forget about Erin? She's currently
Forgot about
barreling down
Dre,
on
man.
the east coast of the U.S. any day this week now.
Oh,
Oh,
is it going to be a hurricane?
Yep, and its name is Erin. Its name is Erin. It's the new storm coming up the Atlantic.
Continuing to teach the current head of FEMA that there is such a thing as hurricane season.
Yes,
which
that hurricane season does indeed exist. Yep.
Gotta love it.
Yep.
Only the best and the brightest.
And if we don't do something about that, everything is going to look like this soon. We're just going to be swimming everywhere.
But we'll have made so much money.
So much money.
So much money.
I'll just draw with the Sharpie to block the hurricane.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry.
Lot of new waterfront property for all my rich waterfront friends.
Hate him. God, I hate him so much.
So where are we in the movie now? I assume Westley has fallen down the hill.
Well, Westley was no. Buttercup was just plucked from the ocean by Fezzik.
Ah, okay. So that moves faster than I remember.
Yeah. The cliffs of insanity. And move the thing and the other thing. I again, welcome to Tangents, brought to you by Reverse BLT and Tom. Anytime people are shouting on ships like that, the only thing I could think of is unsquiggle fuck the coxswain, which is a line from Scott Lynch, Gentleman Bastards series of books. One of my favorite lines in any book.
I've only ever read the first one.
Oh, I love those books so much. 100% suggest finishing them if you have a chance. I love them.
Was another thing that was foisted upon me by the half-wife.
Okay.
She was like, "You must read these," and I think she gave me the first book, but I still haven't finished them yet.
Yeah, I definitely suggest.
She and the bestie had a Princess Bride themed wedding.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because she has a passing resemblance to Robin Wright Penn.
Oh, okay.
And so she dressed as Buttercup. But it was weird. So there were some costume changes though, because like there at one point, my bestie also was Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So it was a fun wedding. It was a very fun.
Speaking
wedding.
of Robin Wright, this was her recently in Damsel, which was another movie that almost made it into Real Night, but got voted down initially. I enjoyed actually Damsel, pretty good. She played the queen, obviously, in the movie.
Evil queen?
No, she was a good queen. Though she could pull
she's got
evil
swords
queen.
in her crown. That's what
I know.
Like, she evil?
She definitely could pull evil queen, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she spent a couple of years playing evil on was it House of
Cards, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
And having to play next to evil.
Yeah, next to actual evil. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
they were in talks for Fezzik with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which would have made this a completely different movie.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And then I
didn't have to miss. I missed on purpose.
Anybody want a peanut?
Don't move. You've been mostly dead all day.
Inconceivable. And originally supposed to play him was Danny DeVito. Which it makes me wonder, like, did one suggest the other, or did one come with the other somehow? Like, because I know they were friends, they were good friends, and that's why Twins ended up getting made and all that. But it's interesting.
That would have been hilarious. Actually, would have been even more hilarious is if somehow they had reversed the characters. If like Danny DeVito played this incredibly strong dwarf.
Okay, yeah, that would be funny.
And Arnold played like Fezzik. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
They'll never go in against the Sicilian when death is on the line.
I could see that.
Keep him with the Sicilian angle, even with the Austrian accent.
With his
yeah. I kind of need that now.
I kind of need that now. I keep seeing those AI videos where people put Arnold Schwarzenegger as like every character in a commercial or something like that. And they sound pretty convincing. I'm sure someone probably has done that with several movies, if not this one.
Sounds like one of his Japanese commercials.
Yeah, those were funny. Yeah.
Yeah, those are like off the rails insane.
Always off the rails insane. All of them.
I think the only thing that beats Japanese commercials is maybe like Hindi commercials.
Yeah, Hindi movies, Bollywood movies, like Bollywood bootleg versions of like movies are fabulous. Yeah. Like hit like Bollywood Spider-Man and Bollywood Superman and like, oh my God, they're so amazing. I love them so much.
Best version of Spider-Man has to be the Turkish one.
I don't know if I saw that.
Is it a Turkish one? I'm pretty sure it's a Turkish one. He has like a gun.
Oh.
I remember right.
How many, do you know how many times he says, my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepared to die?
Oh, throughout the movie?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 15.
It's a pretty significant number how many times he says it.
Because he says it a bunch of times to the man when he.
It's 6. He says it 6 times.
Throughout the whole film?
Throughout the whole film.
Oh, that's super
Six-fingered
cool.
Man. For
that
the
is
six-fingered
super
man.
Cool.
Yeah. The As You Wish is like 8, I think. And there's 2 other ones that
I'm sure people have counted the number of Inconceivables.
Inconceivable was I think the same as You Wish. I think also 8. It was an even number. It was either 8 or 6. But the My Name is Inigo Montoya one was 6, which I thought was pretty
brilliant, right?
Which fun, yeah.
Yeah. That's the level of attention to detail right there, where some screenwriter was sitting there going, I can't wait till they figure this one out.
Yeah, I can't wait till someone notices this one day. I forgot. I watch a lot of Graham Norton. Do you know who that is?
Okay. I know.
The British, he's a British talk show guy. You've probably seen clips of him. He's always got, recently, last few years, he's had a nice beard and mustache. But he always has like a couch with 4 or 5 celebrities there. And I saw one with Robin Wright, and she talked about how she was talking about Andre the Giant and how awesome he was, and also how surprisingly gentle and
yeah, I've heard that about him.
Sad he was.
Yeah,
because he was
soul of a poet is what I always heard.
Yeah. But it was the thing that struck me was she said that he loved doing someone asked him someone asked me in an interview, what do I like more, the wrestling or the acting, since they're both kind of like acting. And he said he liked the acting more because people don't stare at him and treat him differently.
Yeah.
They just treat him like a person. And I was like, wow, that's rough. The
life that he had, because he was that size from 13 or 14,
teenager. So yeah, he was a teenager. Yeah. It was a pituitary gland, disorder that a lot of I think they colloquially call it giantism, but it's got a real name.
Gigantism. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a real name.
And he had the sort of a speech impediment too.
A little bit. Yeah.
By the way, I figured out what the issue was with Teleparty.
Ooh, what was it? Just in case we can impart it to any of our viewers that have issues with it.
You have to actually separately press play on the video itself.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I just went ahead and pressed play because I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and try to sync myself up.
Yeah.
To see.
And then it caught up to where we
are.
We're
at the fight scene now, and it instantly started with where you guys were.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And I see the Teleparty chat and everything now. So the whole interface loaded the minute that I pressed play.
I mean, who cares? They use as long as they have permission from the estate to do a biopic, and then it's not one of those shitty you know, like
Well,
half-handed
well,
ways that they do some of them. You know, who cares? Like they do stuff like that all the time with filming angles and stuff like that. Like Robert Downey Jr. is like 5'2" or 5'4" or something like that. And he looks like he's one of the tallest people in the cast. Like Gwyneth Paltrow's like fucking 8 inches taller than him. So like it's just, you know, the angles that they film at, like they don't even need CGI to make people look bigger. Like CGI would look bad if they did that.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see them try to do that with forced perspective.
Yeah,
Because,
like I would like, I know your question isn't about CGI directly, but like I feel like using CGI would be like taking the easy way out and like not really caring, but having to do the physical camera angles and things like that to make someone who's big appear even bigger would be just better filmmaking.
Pardon me.
And would end up with like you just, there are no people that are his size that have his capabilities. Like he was very strong. Not in this movie. Another unfun fact. He had so many injuries at this point and had recently had surgery when they filmed this. Couldn't lift anything. Couldn't do any lifting whatsoever.
That's why the fight that he had with Westley was so protracted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it one day like working around what he could do?
Yeah, and very mechanical. And when he catches Buttercup, she's being suspended by ropes too.
Wow. I was just gonna say this fight is one of the best sword fights in movie history, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, so great. And I love the back and forth that they give each other with, like, you know, oh, you were trained by this math. It reminds me of like the old school kung fu theater movies. Oh, you were trained in sun stance. Well, that I know the counter to that is moon style, and like that's what it reminds me of, like 100%.
And they would always theatrically show off the beginning parts of the move.
Yeah, absolutely. And then 100% both of them being like, I'm not really left-handed is also the epitome of like those types of movies. Really interested if that was like the inspiration for that, because those have been going on since like the 60s, those movies, so way before Princess Bride, and they were popular in America long before Princess Bride came out.
Inconceivable.
Love him. Oh, and she also Robin Wright also told a really cute anecdote about how when they were filming, they filmed around the UK primarily, but a lot of the forest stuff was in Ireland, and it was cold. And Andre used to put his hand on her head, which was big enough to cup her entire head, and kept her head warm. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She teared up a little bit when she was talking about that, which I thought.
Yeah,
was really sweet.
I heard that she became really close to him. Like that.
The two of them.
They formed a real tight bond.
When you think about it, sweet. A young woman on the set, and like, you know, I know it, you know, someone who is not the standard, and like, for lack of a better, simpler word at the moment, an oddity of a person. I feel like they have a little bit of commonality in, you know, how they get treated. So it's nice it's probably why they bonded a little bit of trauma bonding.
It just made me think of something. So like, I know that like, with Star Wars, like, Carrie Fisher used to talk the time about how, like, she was really, really fond of the actor who played Chewbacca, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Who was like, I'm pretty sure it was that actor who was like really tall and gangly and everything.
Yeah, Peter
like,
Mayhew.
You see a lot of the pictures of the set and everything, and it's like those two were always like together, you know.
I wonder if that was a similar thing that they had.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah, and then the little people that played the Ewoks, probably a similar type of situation. Typecasting and assumptions and things like that. Oh yeah, so there's a question that came up at the end of Andor. How do you pronounce it?
Not at.
Yeah. What do you say AT-AT or at?
I've always have said AT-AT.
Me too.
Though I
so
did
you've
laugh
always done
when
it
I first
right.
saw
I got
something
it.
that
No, you're
said
good.
at, and I was like, because I did get it, but
Yeah.
I had never heard of anyone actually calling them at-ats before.
I had, I have heard it, and Glenn is one of those. But my follow-up question is always, what do you call the small one then? An at?
I can't even remember.
You call it an at? It's an ATST.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot what those were.
Exactly.
Yeah, I always thought that like, I mean, like any other military designation, that you say the letters out when you're talking about their name. You know,
that's not bad.
Notably,
right. Rapunzel.
We do
that's
actually.
Happening.
Yeah, that should actually be added. I was gonna say though, because I was like, in military stuff, you always say the actually say it out, but you don't actually, because I was thinking just now about like the AWACS. We don't say AWACS. We say AWACS.
AWAC, yeah. It's basically when the acronym is fun to say out loud.
That's true.
They'll
Yeah, at would probably. Well, no, actually, I can see the military actually saying at. I can actually see them doing that.
Yeah, 100%. But I just like poking fun, really. Anything that's like, fun nonsense like that. That's a good.
Fact,
yeah,
this is,
that's fun.
This was one of the early choices I had for Magneto before the Bryan Singer X-Men film.
Who's that?
Prince Humperdinck.
Oh, Humperdinck. Christopher something. Sarandon or Sarandon, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, he's still looking good.
Susan Sarandon, right?
No, it's not Sarandon. It's not. It's maybe it is. I don't remember actually. Who did you say you picked? Oh, Magneto. I could see him. Yeah, a different Magneto,
as he was in this movie.
Yeah.
Just
in
with,
fact,
obviously, ironically, just color his hair different, which is pretty close to what he has now.
Yeah. In fact, he looks a lot like the X-Men '97 Magneto, I would say.
Right, which is the Magneto I grew up with. Because that Magneto is the Magneto from the comics of the
well,
the 90s.
At least in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't he's not as big as that Magneto was. That Magneto was a little jacked.
Magneto back then was much more like a normal looking guy. I mean, he clearly looked like someone who worked out.
Yeah, he was a little bit bigger. Nah, he wasn't like hulking, but he was that guy. He's a little thin. That guy weighs like 180.
Yeah.
Magneto weighed like
bulk up a little.
230.
Magneto's about a good 220.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
He was really tall. That's the big thing. Like he was like 6'4". Pineapple on pizza with ham, yes.
No.
It's ham. Ham and pineapple go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Listen, I want neither of those things on my pizza. So I don't want ham or pineapple.
Of nice smoky ham. Yum yum.
Listen, when I want pizza, I want pizza. This is the thing I have a tough time explaining to people. It's like, yeah, why don't you put blah 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 on top of blah? I'm like, no. When I want a hot dog, I want a hot dog. I don't want a vessel for 6 pounds of ketchup and mustard and relish and blah blah blah. I just want a hot dog.
I mean, those things complement the hot dog.
But I want the hot dog, not the other things. That's not. No, like, don't get me wrong. I like chili dogs and things like that. But it's most of the time I am not a condiment person. I'm very I like the food.
Yeah, you don't want to overpower the thing with other things. I will definitely say that. Like I've seen people who it's 100% they have a little hot dog with their ketchup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rapunzel, if you make it to a convention in the future that I am at, we will order pineapple pizza together from your choice of place. I will pay for it, and we will.
It's not just pineapple.
Ham and pineapple. We will order ham and pineapple pizza from your place of choice wherever we are, and on me, and we will eat it together, and I will try it for the first time with you. I promise.
And take it from me, it actually is good. It's like pineapple by itself on a pizza. I would 100%. I would gag, but like, it's because of the ham that it works. Like otherwise, it really would not work at all.
I don't like to put. I'm not and this is definitely going to be a double on. Like you could take this however you want. Giggity. I'm not. I don't like to put fruit in things. It's like I don't like fruit.
It, then it's a very funny thing.
I don't like fruit in pastry. I don't like fruit in food like that. Like there's very little that like I feel like fruit accompanies food. Like large pieces of, like, don't get me wrong, you use ingredients like lemon zest and lemon juice and even slices and stuff like that. But having like 60% of the meal be fruit and it be on something like pizza, maybe not 60%, 30% of the slice is now pineapple, is too much for me. That's just too much.
I get you.
But like I said, I would try. I would definitely try. And yes, I know tomatoes technically fruit before someone. What's up?
We have to make sure
get it from a good
place. When that happens, get it from a good place.
Yeah.
Oh my, what is that? Oh. I love this movie so much.
Yeah, me too. I love those the bottle too, the wine bottle.
Yeah, I love those bottles. And you can get them at places like little places. But you usually can't drink out of them because they're like made up to be, artistic, so they're usually not safe to drink from anymore.
Fair.
I
mean, he's not wrong.
You never want to than I should.
Yeah. You never want to go against the Sicilian when death is on the line. You're 100% right.
The main part is the never get involved in a land war in Asia, because I'm like, that is solid advice.
It really is for literally everyone that's ever had to experience that in history.
Oh my goodness, I had such a thing for Robin Wright Penn back in the day.
What's going on, buddy?
Favorites: pepperoni and banana peppers. I can't have the banana peppers. They hurt me. They threaten to kill me.
I love banana peppers. I love
too spicy.
Banana peppers are too spicy for you? Wow.
Now do you understand the enormity of how much the universe said fuck this guy in particular?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like that's like saying water is too spicy to me.
Pretty much any pepper is spicy.
That's crazy. Banana peppers are sweet. I love banana peppers. Specifically, I liked pickled banana peppers. I don't know why I prefer them that way, but I do. And jalapenos. I prefer pickled jalapenos to fresh jalapenos.
It's funny because, I do like the sweet pepper blends that they put on sandwiches.
Yeah.
But, when they have the banana peppers on pizza or, on, any other kind of thing, it always burns.
Maybe
not
it's
as bad as, say, a jalapeno or something like that. But
the heat might
burns.
release more of the capsaicin, I think, is the heat chemical.
Interesting.
So maybe when you eat them cold, it's a little bit less so.
And also the soaking probably breaks it down. And
maybe. I do also like pepperoni, and I do like banana pepper, so I would eat that. My preferred pizza, though, is just a plain cheese pizza. Maybe extra cheese, depends on the place.
I really like pepperoni. There's actually something that the bestie and I always have to be careful when we order pizza, because he can't stand pepperoni. Pepperoni is my favorite pizza topping. So always have to remember that. The last time we had pizza together, I accidentally ordered 2 pepperoni pies, and he was disappointed.
That's a faux pas right there. You got to get half and half.
Yeah,
that was old school.
Usually we just get whatever he likes, because it's a pizza.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much gonna eat it. You know what I mean?
Does it have cheese and sauce on bread in flat form with oil on it? Yeah, I'll eat that. Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking old school, back in the day, ordering with your friends. You get 3 pies, 6 people in the house, and each pie is half something, half something.
Yep. And it would always suck when the people who made the pizza were careless. So they would get some of the toppings just. It would always bleed over to the other side.
Yeah, it was really 2 slices of pepperoni, 2 slices of mushroom, and then 2 slices of pepperoni, and then 4 slices of pepperoni and mushroom.
Yeah. Oh, that's an expert right there who can do it that way. I also really wanted Wesley's sword back in the day.
I love the. I used to call them musketeer swords when I was a kid. It was any.
And he has the musketeer boots.
It's true. I mean, he looks like a. I mean, he's got the floofy shirt and everything. Any sword that had a pummel and the handguard like that, to me, was a musketeer sword. Even as a kid, I preferred the katanas, though. I was always more attracted to the anime and Asian cultures and weaponry than I was to English style stuff. I remember when I was a little kid, I was like, "Oh, my first tattoo is going to be samurai armor," because I really wanted samurai armor. And I got away from that very quickly.
Yeah, I was very enamored with Wakizashi.
Oh, yes. I saw, the Highlander. Fucking Henry Cavill is going to be in it.
I don't like that idea.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm really excited.
I like him a lot. I just don't think he's right for that character. Like, if I were to put him in a Highlander remake, I'd cast him as the Kurgan.
But no, but they got someone amazing to play the Kurgan too.
Who's playing the Kurgan?
Batista. Batista's playing the Kurgan. Like, that's pretty exciting.
Because he's slimmed down a lot. So
they announced Russell Crowe as Ramirez, which is just hilarious that they're going with another non-Hispanic as Ramirez.
I mean, we're going with another Scottish person as McLeod, so
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Why not? Should continue the proud tradition.
I really hope they address it in the movie. Like, I hope they address it in the movie that he is a very obvious not Hispanic person playing a Hispanic person.
It's funny because that was addressed in the first movie.
Was it?
Yeah, they have a whole conversation about
where
he reveals that he's supposed to be Egyptian. He's like, well, "You said you were Spanish," and he's like, they actually do have a whole
I do
thing.
remember that.
Yeah,
I do remember
that.
Which is even more funny because neither of them are Egyptian either. And Russell Crowe played Ra, didn't he? No.
Did he play Ra? No. You mean in that god awful movie?
He played somebody. Wasn't he? Or was it Gerard Butler?
Was he in that movie?
No, it was Gerard Butler.
Yeah, Gerard Butler was Set, wasn't he?
Yeah, Gerard Butler was Set. Who was the dad, though?
That was, why can't I think of his name right now, who played Ra? That was,
I thought, it wasn't Russell Crowe that was in that. Oh, I know what I'm mixing up. I'm mixing up Russell Crowe in Thor Ragnarok when he was Zeus.
Oh, that
movie.
I haven't seen that yet, but when I saw that in the trailer, I laughed my ass off. I was like,
that was pretty funny.
Perfect casting in my opinion.
It really was.
And at least you're more in the ballpark. Batista playing the Kurgan, of course, is also, nonsensical ethnically because the Kurgan is supposed to be from the steppes of Russia. So it's like.
What is I don't even know what Batista's ethnicity is.
He's like he's Polynesian, I thought.
Is he? I don't know. Either way, I'm excited. I like it. Batista's an amazing actor. I love Henry Cavill. He's a huge nerd. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I've always loved Highlander. I preferred.
I'm a big fan of the franchise.
Yeah, I really, growing up, loved the Adrian Paul series, like, a lot.
I did not know that Batista was a fellow Washingtonian.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so it's not Polynesian, though Polynesian adjacent. He's part Philippine, part Filipino.
Okay.
And so his father is of Filipino ancestry and his mother is of Greek ancestry, interestingly enough. I did not know that either.
Yeah, me too.
Neither one of those is Russian, though.
That's true. That's true. But at least he's partially white, and like, also, it's not like historically
it's not like it really
Russians,
matters. It's just, but it is funny.
Yeah. Historically, Russians haven't been like, underutilized in the film industry and caricatured and things. So
True.
Not that big of a deal.
I will say also,
Me too, Rapunzel.
they should lean into it, and they really should address it, because canonically, the people fighting for the prize are supposed to be from another freaking dimension or something anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Ultimately, unless they retcon the hell out of that.
Adrian Paul as Lord Turok. I like that from The Wheel of Time. You know who that? You remember who Lord Turok is?
Yeah, the one, the sword master that he fights, right?
Yeah, from the Shanshin in the second book. So yeah, good luck.
I'm just trying to remember how he's described.
Good luck ever getting Adrian Paul to cut his hair.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't cut that hair if I had it.
Yeah, he was bald. Turok was bald in the and the hair is very significant to the character.
High Lord,
significant to the character. So
because they have less hair the higher rank they are, right?
Yeah, Highlander 2 just is one of the terrible movie. I know this is another failing. This is another failing on me as a husband.
Yeah, she needs to see the first movie, and she needs to see the series.
Yes. I loved the series mainly for the flashback scenes.
Yes. And also Mythos. Mythos was one of the greatest characters ever.
Yes.
Now, she can probably skip the Raven. I don't remember it very well, but that probably says a lot. The fact that I basically don't remember it at all. So she can probably skip the Raven.
Yeah.
Also, Highlander 3 is one of the greatest examples of a movie that was completely and totally changed from the moment of its trailer to its release.
Okay.
Because the movie from the trailer was not present in the theatrical.
I mean, that happens so often.
Yeah. It was like egregious.
Fun fact, that is what happens with real quicksand. That's how real
very quickly.
Yes, that's how real quicksand functions. I know that because I've experienced it. I assume
you sat down.
No. We were dredging on a beach, and I was walking around. We would take turns basically hanging out on the beach, making sure no one killed themselves by going too close to the dredge pipe. And I was 60 yards from the pipe itself, just walking around the beach, taking a circuit around. And I hit like a spot like that. And basically what it is it's usually either a piece of something under the sand that's just providing enough support that there's an actual cavity, a hole. And when you put the pressure on top, the sand above it caves in and you fall in a hole. That's what quicksand is. And that's how it functions. And when I got buried like up to here, like just below my nipples, essentially. And then the berm that was above me slid over top of me. And I put my hands straight up and they didn't come out of the sand. I only survived because I was holding a shovel at the time, and a guy saw me from his house, which was right on the corner overlooking the beach. Dude basically invented the algorithm for search engines and then retired. And he's like a bajillionaire. But he happened to be out there and he came down and helped. I used the shovel to brace myself so I didn't fall any lower. And then the dude pulled me out of the hole. But I would 100% have been dead if he was not there.
So what we typically call quicksand is the stuff that I got stuck in, which is really a
mud.
Silt. Yeah, mud.
It's mud. Silt is
mud.
Have
a lot more time in. Yeah.
And it's you usually, and it's way slower than those movies. And basically, people that die in it don't end up like drowning unless the tide comes in. They end up starving to death or like dying of dehydration because really they just physically can't get out of the mud because it's holding on to you so tightly.
That I know how to survive in.
Yeah.
Which is the trick is to sit, because what it does is it creates a pocket of air right under your legs.
So you can get your legs loose to pull them out. Yeah.
It stops you from sinking lower, and it gives you wiggle room to actually get out of it. I got stuck in that in Mexico.
That
so you and I
stinks.
both have almost died. Thanks to.
I learned afterwards that I'm claustrophobic because of it. I don't know if you've had that experience.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you because I know that I am claustrophobic for another reason, but like I'm claustrophobic because the damn thing about being forced into a fucking box happens in every lifetime.
It's true. As the dragon, you would know.
Do you know how hard it was for me to read those scenes?
I can imagine.
I literally stopped and was like, the same damn thing. I was like, how many times does it happen?
Is it crisscross applesauce when you sit, or is it just like sitting back on your heels?
I just sat basically just straight down.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it will work better or worse if you crossed your legs. I don't really think I could have crossed my legs though at the time.
Yeah, that
because,
would probably
like you were
be
saying,
too hard.
The mud,
the suction
grips you. Yeah.
Between the suction and the weight.
I lost a shoe.
Yeah, that's
getting
typical.
out of it.
Yeah. The marshes, like, so where we grew up, which, fun fact also, when we saw him in a little while, I was going to bring it up, but this is a good time to bring it up. Yeah, I'm going to hop in Discord for a little bit. So if anyone wants to hop in Discord after the show, I'll be in there for sure for a little bit tonight.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to. I have to go to bed basically right after we're done with this.
No worries. Work is a thing that happens.
Sadly. Oh, here's one of the fun facts I'm sure you're going to bring up.
Oh, which one? Oh no, I was gonna, since I was talking about where we grew up, I was gonna mention Billy Crystal. He was born in the Bronx, but he was raised his whole life in our hometown. He's from our hometown.
Interesting.
Long Beach, New York is where we grew up. Aaron and I say we. But I had his brother as my English teacher, Mr. Crystal, and his parents lived like a quarter of a mile away from my parents' house. So I never met him, like spoke to him, but I've seen him at like a ton of places. He would always come in on things.
Don't you hate it when the love of your life gets like dragged away on some dude's horse?
Yes, a little bit. Okay. I could see that. And
no, Aaron, that's when you discovered you were claustrophobic.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, real igloos are not as sexy as the Wheel of Time igloos. But Billy Crystal is always
Here we go.
like everyone always said he was a really nice guy, which was nice.
Real blow to the head, real injury to Carrie Elwes.
Oh yes, when he got hit in the head. Yep.
Yeah.
There was a lot of injuries on this film. Christopher Guest was stabbed by Mandy Patinkin in the leg during their fight scene.
I only recently learned about that. That's crazy.
There's a bunch. I'll remember some others and shout them out at some point, because I watched so many interviews and I read so many interviews and like fun fact things and like behind the scenes things over the last like 5 days. I'll shout them out when I remember them. One of the really nice things that I remember was Mandy Patinkin when...
I love this gag so much. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's very English humor too. The reason why he picked the role, why he chose to do it, was he was dealing with his father having just died from cancer, and he viewed Inigo Montoya's like mission as himself getting to kill cancer and save his dad. So he that was the passion he brought to it. He was like, I can use that in this scene, and I feel like really bring an interesting or a more emotional part to the character. And I think thinking about that, when you see some of the way he delivers the line, you can really see that.
Especially the last line.
The last time,
knowing that he's like essentially talking to his father's cancer.
Yeah.
When he
really
says
meaningful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I love Mandy Patinkin so much. If you don't follow
Just
him on social
shamelessly
media,
ogling Robin Wright Penn again. Sorry.
you should. No, that's good. Another thing that I found really interesting was I was trying to like look up who scored the movie. So like, yes, there is a person who scored the movie and all that stuff, but like it's all original score, and the entire score of the movie is guitars and synthesizers, and that's it. That's the whole score of the movie. There's no music at all.
Oh yeah, it's just stingers, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Like, and a few leitmotifs. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I never really thought about it before.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I never thought about it either. Now I can't stop thinking about it.
I'm listening, hearing it in my head now. It's literally just dun 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 dun, stuff like that. There is one theme. It's like the actual theme to Princess Bride. It's like the only actual piece of music really in the movie.
Yeah.
The do do do.
Yeah. But it's also just an instrumental. Igloo Bond Balefire. Oh, that's a good one, Rapunzel. Okay. Igloo Bond Balefire. Fezzik. Inigo. Vizzini. You want to go first? Do you get Igloo Bond Balefire? You know what that means?
I'm assuming this is Marry Fuck Kill.
Yes.
Except Will Time. I don't. Oh, I do remember what igloo means now. Yeah,
yes.
I was sitting there like trying to figure out like what. Why is igloo?
It's the same game.
I remember.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's the
game.
exact same game.
Yeah.
The igloo is a happy memory.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so. Oh, this is tough because Vizzini and Fezzik are in here.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Well, all right. So I'm gonna have to say then, Igloo Vizzini, Bond Inigo, Balefire Fezzik.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
Though the consequences of Balefiring Fezzik would probably be significant.
Yes, they would. Personally, I'm a Igloo Inigo, Balefire Fezzik.
Oh wait, no, other way around.
No,
Balefire
Vizzini.
Yeah,
and Bond Fezzik.
I would Balefire Vizzini. I forgot which one Vizzini was. I just mixed them up in my head. That's all.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So Fezzik is Andre the Giant. Inigo is Mandy Patinkin, and
Igloo Fezzik, Bond Inigo, Balefire Vizzini.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm reverse on Fezzik and Inigo. So I'm Igloo Inigo and Bond Fezzik because I'd rather be married to Fezzik, to tell you the truth. Or like if you just take it literally for Wheel of Time. Like, yes, having like a master swordsman as your warder is great, but
yeah, having an unstoppable giant would also be pretty great as
like
warder.
like if he gets all of his powers that he has as Fezzik,
yeah,
I would much rather.
It's kind of a Sophie's choice there.
Yeah, could you imagine Fezzik in yeah, that's not surprising either. Could you imagine Fezzik in like some armor fighting? Like he makes me think of Loyal.
God. Yeah, he literally is like an Ogier.
Yeah, he makes me think of Loyal. Could you imagine him in some armor, like fighting out on the field? He would be crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry, but thinking about like Andre the Giant's personality, like actual personality too. He's
so much more. Like, don't get me wrong, I love.
I love him in wrestling.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love Mandy Patinkin, but Inigo Montoya, I feel like would get annoying after a while. Fezzik is just so nice and like,
Yeah.
I feel like he would I feel like he can do like he's not like a cook or like anything like that, but I feel like there's something that he does, Fezzik. I don't know why, this is just in my head. Fezzik has a thing that he does and it does it really good. It's either like baking cookies or like making a cup of coffee or like, like he has a thing that he does really well and he would do that thing.
Cookies thing, I might have to change my vote. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Death of the Endless is bae.
Yeah.
I would love to just sit in her little cottage, drinking her coffee and eating her cookies all day. Well, I guess all day doesn't really mean anything with them, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She would have to go full Eldritch Abomination to get me out of there.
That was a good one. That's a good one, Rapunzel, though. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you should. I'm assuming that's being added to the questionnaire.
I feel like we should do that for whatever the maybe not all of them, but we should do that for like themed for the show that we're watching. So like if we did it for Andor, you choose. Okay, all right, let's do it for Andor. Luthen, Saw Gerrera.
No, what I mean is just like, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah. No, I want to do it for Saw Gerrera now. I want to do it for Saw Gerrera. I like Forrest Whitaker is really what we're finding out in this moment. All right, Luthen, Saw Gerrera, or the French Gorman leader guy. I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about? The gray hair.
He was like the leader of the Gore.
Yeah, the leader of the Gorman Front. Yeah, the Gormish leader of the Gorman Front. Same thing, Igloo, Bond, Balefire. The screaming.
This is a really tough one because you got like two people I can't turn my back on at all in there. And I have to pick one of them for something. Right, and so also with the Gore Resistance guy, I barely knew him, so like,
that's fair. He's good looking though.
All we got to see of him.
Bond,
was
Luthen, you say. Igloo, Gore, pacifist guy who killed Cyril, and Balefire, Saw Gerrera. Okay, that's an interesting one, Glenn.
I can't Balefire Luthen because again, the consequences of taking him out of the pattern would be catastrophic.
Yeah.
There would literally be no rebellion without him. So, okay. So if I have to Balefire someone, it would be the Gore guy, because also the Gore Rebellion was one of the major touchstones that allowed the Empire to do what it was doing. So like, get rid of him and perhaps things go differently. I would Igloo, Saw Gerrera, just because I think he's like so erratic that I could not trust him as a warder, and I'd bond Luthen, because even though he's ruthless as fuck, with the bond, I'd be able to have some measure of control over him, and he's extremely loyal, so I would be able to trust him more than Saw Gerrera, even without the bond, I think. So there's my overly elaborate reasoning for why I choose.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Choices.
Did you did you spend a lot of time with like an older aunt or uncle or like your grandparents growing up at all?
Oh yeah, I was always with the old people. I spent all my time in the wise one's hut.
That's fair. That's me too. A lot of my time. So did were they Columbo watchers? Did they watch Columbo? Yeah. So was Peter Falk like? Is that like? Yeah. It was.
That's where I knew him from.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So I had a tough time when I first saw this as a kid.
Just one more thing.
Yeah. Just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
Yeah. Just Google Columbo if you have a problem. If you don't know what that is.
Yes. If you don't get that reference, Google Columbo.
Yeah, I was raised on a lot of daytime television with we were either at the beach watching TV or playing rummy or spades. That was pretty much all we were doing.
I wasn't allowed to learn card games for some reason. Like my grandma was like wanted to teach me how to gamble so badly because she used to be like a dealer in Atlantic City.
Okay.
And my mom was for some reason just dead set against me learning how to gamble at all.
Well, so gambling is a problem.
Well, the only thing I knew how to do with cards was Uno.
I mean that's enough. Uno was enough.
And Old Maid. Uno and Old Maid. Those were the only card things I knew.
Okay.
And so when I got to high school and I took a class finite mathematics. And finite mathematics is basically 90% probability. That's what you're doing in finite math. And so I was constantly derailing the class because the teacher would constantly have to stop to explain the basics of all the gambling games that we were doing with cards that were part of the puzzles and everything and the quizzes and stuff for finite math, because I didn't understand what anything was.
My dad, my dad. I grew up. My dad was in the union for the
That's
people
a
that worked at.
stew, by the way.
Oh, really is a good looking stew. That's that. I didn't understand people not liking what we call brown gravy, like in the North, like stew like that.
That's the best way.
Yeah, I love it. I grew up with gambling though, because my dad was in the union for the people that would work at the horse race tracks, like the guys that were that you take bets from. So I kind of grew up knowing about betting and gambling and stuff like that.
And I just learned something from you today. I had no idea bookies had a union.
Yeah. No, this was the legal form of it.
Yeah, I thought their union was, the union.
Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, you could just Google New York Horse Racing Association and controversy, and you'll see fun things about that over the years.
Yeah.
I always tell people don't Google my name. That's it. When that comes up.
I mean, you do have a mobster name, like totally do.
I don't know what you're talking about. The mob doesn't exist. The mob doesn't exist. There is no mafia.
Yeah, of course. And let's not talk about our little thing. We don't talk about our little thing.
I'm just talking about. But yeah, no, I used to go to the racetrack all the time, and they had in the racetrack you were allowed to have gambling machines too. So they had like Joker poker machines and things like that.
As a kid, I was pretty sure that would not sharpen his dagger sufficiently.
Yeah. I love this guy's look too.
Also, I was worried he was going to cut his finger.
Oh, yeah, okay. I love this guy's look. Like, this guy is who I see in my head when I think of Bile Doman from The Wheel of Time, or really any Aliener. I know the beard and mustache is reversed for them. They have a beard, beard, no mustache, but that's who I picture in my head.
So, weird thing I always think of when I look at him is a Care Bear. Or no, actually not a Care Bear, a gummy bear. I always think of you remember the Gummy Bears cartoon?
Gummy bears.
Yeah, that
bouncing
one.
Here and there and
everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare.
We are the Gummy Bears. Yes, I do remember the Gummy Bears. I do. Come on.
I have to stop my brain. My brain is trying to get me to sing the entire song right now. No. Stop it.
We're watching Princess Bride.
We'll get copyright claimed for no good reason.
Right? If it can decipher our horrible our shrieks. I love Gargoyles. Another great fucking show.
It is permanently given us a trope.
Yeah.
The Thanatos Gambit.
Yep.
Or Xanatos Gambit, I should say.
No, Thanatos.
Wasn't his name Xanatos?
Yeah. No, I think it was Thanatos. Was it Thanatos? I thought it was Thanatos.
I think Thanatos is an actual deity.
I don't remember.
And Xanatos...
I wouldn't be surprised if they used it in the show. One of the really cool things about Gargoyles, it is Xanatos. Okay, it was Xanatos. One of the really cool things about Gargoyles was it was one of the first cartoons to have like a story, like a continuing week to week story. Most other cartoons were just self-contained episodes, and very rarely would things have like a carryover effect, let alone like, sometimes they would do part 2s, but often like the circumstances or the consequences of an episode wouldn't carry from one to the next for the cartoons.
So this
is the sound of
still to this day reaches all the way into my freaking body.
Yeah.
Like the way they did his scream. Like when I was a little kid, I was like so unnerved by that.
Yeah, this wasn't a funny scene to me, I remember as a kid.
No. It's the sound of true suffering.
It is the sound of ultimate suffering. I used to say that all the time. I realized that a lot of my speech pattern in public is movie quotes, just to fish to see if anyone knows them around me when I say them.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's like shorthand. It's why we love emojis so much. At least why I love emojis so much.
It's true.
The entire thing you're trying to say is smushed into this nice little package. Everyone.
That's why I
instantly
like
gets it.
GIFs. And yes, I say GIFs.
Yeah, I know that's how you're supposed to say it.
That's just how I've always said it. Oh, right. I did mention that I was gonna say that. So Inigo, I feel like the easy way is to go swashbuckler rogue. But I feel like he's
things again.
Yeah, I feel like he's more than that. I feel like, or at least different. He's less sneaky. Like, he's not a sneaky guy. I feel like he's more of a fighter. Like a dexterity-based fighter with like one of the subclasses, one of the swordsman subclasses. I wouldn't even multi-class it. Like, I would just say straight up fighter with like, I think there's a samurai subclass that's really good that I think would boast well with the way he fights. But he's not a sneaky dude, so I don't think he's a rogue. Fezzik is 100% a monk. Everyone wants to give him barbarian for sure, but he's 100% a monk.
Yeah, I can imagine him kind of being like ascetic.
Yeah. I mean, like, I never play the classes like thematically to what the class is built as. So like, I've played a monk who was like a basically mob enforcer. But he wasn't a monk though. He just did, hand-to-hand combat. I used the monk class for hand-to-hand combat. I called the moves other things. Which is another fun little aside. The time to roll the dice not live play, but D&D play that we have going on with Roof Mistress over at Threefold Talk. We released a new episode recently, so you should go check that out. I will get a link for it in a second. I should have had one ready, but I did not because I'm a bad person. In that, I'm playing an Ogier, and I made him a psionic fighter. So he's a fighter with a psionic subclass, but I just changed all of the flavor of psionic to tree singer. So he uses tree singing in place of the psionic stuff. So like the psionic is like you get extra psionic damage when you hit somebody. And like, it does like a flash of psionic power or something. Mm-hmm. So instead I was like, oh, it makes thorns grow out. Like vines will wrap around the club that he's using and thorns will grow out of it. And it does extra damage that
makes
way.
Sense. I mean,
yeah. I just literally,
I left. Powers are kind of psionic.
I left all of the mechanics as they were and just changed the flavors of everything. So I didn't have to rebalance it. So it's just the flavor text that I changed. And that's usually how I approach D&D classes, is basically just as a base to build off of, to fit to the theme of the character that I like. That's funny.
I just love the banter here with Miracle Backs.
Yes. You should be a bard of the College of the Silver Tongue. You can do that with them too.
I always play as some kind of wizard. I'm always going to be hurling magic at people. I prefer to do damage from a distance.
Fair enough. I love Billy Crystal's character that he plays here is fucking hilarious. For anyone that's grown up around a lot of Jewish people, specifically Jewish people from New York, this is very accurate to how an older married Jewish couple acts, and it's very funny.
I remember when I was a kid, the only part that made me, I laughed at his mannerisms, but I didn't really get them because I didn't know many Jewish people yet. Okay. And it's one of those things where he became funnier and funnier for me as I got older because I met more and more Jewish people. And I started to understand
and you were
where
like,
he was going.
Okay, I see what he's doing with that. I see where this reference comes from.
Oh yeah, and when he starts talking about the deli sandwich, basically,
oh yeah,
I was laughing so hard.
They make a good sandwich.
Nice and
yeah. It's less like It's not as much as a Jewish stereotype as it is a New York stereotype.
New York, yeah, like Brooklyn guy or whatever.
Yeah. Long Beach. This is how we talk. Like, he grew up in the same town I grew up in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned that.
Yeah. I like Wild Magic too. I like this. I've seen some really fun homebrew changes to Wild Magic to make it a little bit more fun and wild than just the rules is written, or at least the 2014 version. I haven't looked in. I don't remember the updated version, if they've played with it at all. It just didn't happen enough for me, the Wild Magic surges.
So what's that, kind of like chaos magic?
No, it's basically the sorcerers are inherited magic people. So like their magic comes from chaos, but it's the same magic as regular sorcerer magic. It just has a component that's out of control a little bit.
Okay.
So like if you roll a natural 1 on a spell, either to hit or to save or anything like that, you have to roll on the Wild Magic table, and like something crazy will happen.
Okay. What does that mean? Roll a natural 1. What is that?
Oh, on the D20. So like you roll a 1.
Okay.
Which is bad. And then I'm sure you've heard
higher is better.
Yes. If a natural 20 is a crit.
What do you mean by natural?
You roll a 20 on die. So people say natural because when you roll the D20, you add your character's skills to it. So they'll call like a critical success, which is a 20 on die, a natural 20. Like I rolled a nat 20, and I rolled a 20 on die. And then they'll call like, oh, I rolled a 17, but it's +3, a dirty 20. So it's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I have a 20 on this skill check, but it's a dirty 20.
So if
because
you roll
it's 17
20
plus.
just on the dice,
that's a critical success.
Only 1.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what your stats are because you've already maxed out your attempt. I get you.
Yeah. It depends on the DM. And this is a fun question for chat. It depends on the DM on how they respond to that. But like, how do you look at are skill checks? Can skill checks be critical successes or critical failures? What is your view and thoughts on that?
Yeah,
it'll take a miracle.
So I was going to ask you, Tom, were you like me as a kid and really, really wanting to eat the candy that was the stand-in for the? Okay, because like
absolutely.
I flashed back to little kid me and my desire for that piece of candy.
I used to pretend. I remember taking pieces of Snickers before they came out with like the little tiny ones that they started putting in Halloween candy. Like before those existed, I remember taking Snickers and just like if you take a little piece but you don't look at the cut end, it looks almost exactly like that. Look at his hands compared to his fucking
I know he's a huge man. It's like he's holding a baby's face.
It's really like he's holding it. It's so crazy. So, reverse for your sake. In D&D, in the rules is written, critical successes and failures only happen in combat when it's to hit, essentially. So if you're hitting somebody and you get a 20, regardless of if you would hit or not, you hit. And the same with a 1. Regardless of after you add your character stats and stuff, if you would hit, you don't, you miss. So critical success, critical failure. Lots of homebrew rules people do for lots of different things to change that up. But there's large factions of people on one side or the other, critical success in skill checks outside of combat or not. So I'm going to let chat reply to that, and then I'll pull that up and we'll talk about that because I enjoy that. See, I would put Westley as a rogue for sure. I would put him as a multi-class rogue, actually. He would be I know you can't do this in D&D, but he would be a swashbuckling rogue, but also a mastermind rogue. So the mastermind rogue basically gives like buffs to their friends because like they can spot others lapses in defense and stuff and give people actions that are outside of their turns and things, and they're also, they have some role play abilities about like being like a leader, essentially, like the mastermind behind the plot and things like that. So I could see him doing that for sure. Yeah, no, I wouldn't, because it would break the game. Like, I let people pretty much do whatever they want unless I notice them specifically trying to like break the mechanics just to break the mechanics. But for the most part, I let people do whatever they want, because I view the rules as a guide, and then everything else just comes down to fun for the players and the DM.
This is my favorite Humperdinck outfit, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. The blue?
Yeah, it's just, the embroidery is so incredible, especially the undershirt with the silver.
Yeah. Listen, like, not many people can pull off that color blue, and he can pull it off. I also feel like, for some reason, the costumes in Bridgerton, in the first season, the guy that plays the king in Bridgerton, who played the paladin in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, wore a lot of like ostentatious clothes like this guy did. For some reason, I just saw him in that outfit, and here's also very famous.
Yeah, I'm already laughing in anticipation.
How many people have been to a wedding in the last 25 years where this happens at some point? Like,
oh, where someone quotes this scene?
Yeah, I feel like if you've never been at a wedding where this gets quoted in your entire life, I feel like that's an oddity at this point.
I am the Dwed Pirate Roberts.
It's so very well written. This.
Soon.
See, I played a bard that was a stand-up comic. He played no instruments. He was a stand-up comic. I loved roasting people as his vicious mockery is a spell that the bards do. True. Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to do, like, mechanically. Like, I always tell people, like, if you want to be a bard, you don't have to play an instrument. You could be a juggler or an acrobat, but we'll just use the same stats for when you do it. So it's your performance stat, the same as everything else, and just pick a random instrument, and that'll be juggling balls instead of whatever the instrument is, and we'll just use it as rules is written, and just for the flavor, you change it to whatever you want. And then you don't have to.
Who's also skilled with a sword.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, why? As they have fear behind your eyes. Also originally approached for the role of Buttercup, Carrie Fisher.
Oh, you mean these keys?
These keys right here.
Carrie Fisher would have brought a very different energy to the role.
Oh yeah. I would also think she would have insisted on not being as like sidelined.
Damselly.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it's interesting watching it, as a more mature movie watcher, and watching Robin Wright Penn's face in some of the scenes where you really can see her chafing a bit under the role.
Yeah.
But I think she channeled it into some of the frustration the character was supposed to be experiencing, though.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
fair.
worked, I guess.
And Mandy Patinkin still says that this is his favorite role he's ever done, is this character.
I know he's a great swordsman and all, but those guys really sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, That should not have gone down like that at all.
You need movies like this every now and then. I feel like that's just cheesy. And you know what? You know what I really think is getting back to that? And I'm very excited to go see the new Naked Gun movie with Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to watch that because I was like, I love the first movie.
I've heard
so
nothing
much,
but very positive things about it.
Yeah, so have I. It's just, I was when I heard that they made a remake, I was like, why though?
I really think you know why? Because his name is Liam Neeson. That's why. I guarantee at some point was just like, wouldn't it really be funny if we did a remake of Naked Gun and cast Liam Neeson for no other reason than his last name is Neeson?
And Neeson and Nelson, I didn't even think about that until just now. Yeah. But also, he is at the point in his career that crying out loud, we were literally just talking about him, and now I'm blanking on his actual name. The actor, the original actor,
Leslie Nielsen.
Yes, Leslie Nielsen. Thank you.
Oh,
okay. He's at the same point in his career where like both of them have like Neeson is. They both were like respected.
They have all their accomplishments and stuff. And, like, now they just want to have fun. Yeah.
I have to say, I love I love so much the fact that the Man in Black did the best strategy for when you are in a fight. He ran.
Yeah. That is always the safest bet.
Yeah.
It's the safest. It might not be safe, but it's the safest.
Mm-hmm. And he used it to set him up to bring him into an area that he understood and could control, and to set up an ambush.
Oh, that's fun. Which countries did you guys represent in your model Congress, or states, or whatever, however you did it?
Oh, I never thought of that as role playing. I guess I did that too.
That's role playing, man. That's LARPing right there.
I mean, I acted as well. I've never done tabletop role playing games. Though. Yeah. Also, never LARPed. Did she say what country she did?
No, not yet. The if you count all of the wounds that he's sustained from the six-fingered man, the 2 cuts and everything leading up to the stab in the stomach,
don't tell me.
6.
Wow.
Yep. And
let them cook.
And when he kills the six-fingered man, he wounds him 6 times.
This great
and then
line.
And then kills him.
This line always made me laugh.
It'd be a pity to damage yours. That is a fantastic line.
And the thing is, it's like he waited so long to say it. She literally could have actually killed herself while he was like sitting up for the line.
I want a shirt with that. That's the shirt. That's the Princess Bride shirt I want. There's a lack of damaged breasts. There's a lack of perfect breast in the world, and it would be a shame to damage those. That's it. Just that quote. Nothing else.
Hello.
I love Parks and Rec. Oh God, the Model UN in that was hilarious.
I started watching that show because I have a crush on Amy Poehler.
That's cool.
But I
love her.
It was awesome.
I love Amy Poehler.
I have a major crush on her.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. This is a fun... I like this fight better than the Westley fight.
The stakes are
higher, much higher. Yeah. It's the overacting too. It's just fun. Like, it looks like they had fun with this scene. Like, they were like, really... I would love to see the outtakes of this whole scene with the 2 of them. Their whole fight scene without the cuts and everything in it.
Yeah, and he gives
two 2 for the cheek wounds. 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 2 for
He gives him each wound that he gave him.
Yep. 4. Which show was it? Oh, Parks and Rec. Yeah, Erin really liked Parks and Rec, but she hated the first 2 episodes when it was like The Office, where they would like talk directly to the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
But after that first season, they stopped doing that.
It found itself once it moved away from that a little bit.
Yeah,
because they still technically did it. They still technically did the documentary thing, but it was just like it was much less of it.
Yeah, it was sidelined. It was way in the back.
It was like little punctuating scenes rather than
really
trying to do it like as a full mockumentary.
They got back into it when Chris Pratt became a more regular character, but it was still really funny.
And they did the same thing with The Office, because they figured that out after like a couple, like maybe 2 seasons. I think they figured it out with The Office, where it's like, yeah, this is holding it back a little bit. It's making it harder to actually do the story.
I like sitcoms.
To the pain.
To the death. To the pain.
This is one of the most chilling monologues of all time, in my opinion.
It is a good monologue. Movie. That was a good eye roll. I like sitcoms. I've always liked sitcoms. Like, I don't think they're amazing or well done. It's just I enjoy them.
Yeah. They're typically good. They're like comfort food.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved Big Bang Theory. There's a lot of questionable stuff in it and some things that were called out and stuff that I also respect. But, you know, I just enjoy cheesy sitcoms. I like The Office.
I really only watched Big Bang Theory because of Bernadette.
I liked Bernadette.
And because I was, you know, I don't know, I was weirdly invested in her relationship with Howard. It was very strange. I think I kind of saw Big Bang Theory more as a drama actually than a comedy.
Yeah.
Like I was weirdly invested in their actual like relationships and stuff rather than the jokes.
Oh God, yes. When he said 20 years ago, Aaron was thinking 1970s, like Welcome Back Kotter, and like yeah. That means 2005. Yep. 20 years ago means 2005. Yeah.
So I'm like the oldest person on my team at work, and it regularly becomes a thing where people were like, I'll make a reference and people are like, what? And it's like, oh shit, I forgot you're like almost 50. Drop your sword. I love how he just scoops up
that. Yeah, that's he scampered. That was a scamper.
Oh, this movie is a perfect fucking film.
Really I love those videos that are like, you know, complete this song lyric and things like that. And like they do it with the different generations. Like you see people walking around and they like, you know, and they just say, "Oh, hold on a second."
Oh, sorry.
Here, let me see if one of my favorite ones is so reverse. It's 7:00 on the dot. What's Usher doing right now?
I don't know.
What? Oh my God. He's cruising down the streets in his drop top. Come on.
I have no idea what that even is.
Oh, it was nice and slow. It was an Usher song from like the 90s. I loved it. I was really hoping you would get that. I was really hoping you would
working or doing homework or something to
in the 90s. Come on.
Yeah,
Usher
no, seriously,
was the shit.
I was working in the grill to pay the difference between my scholarship and what it didn't cover.
Yeah. It's a good thing Inigo Montoya, you know, just genetically has more blood in his body than any human.
And that he's apparently immune to sepsis, which that gut wound should have given him.
Oh, yeah, forget it. Have you ever considered piracy? I would love to have seen a spin-off series where Inigo picked up the Dread Pirate Roberts. Like, that would be awesome.
It would be.
He
awesome.
needs a new mission.
Ooh, there's another way to continue with, like, you know, with your idea. It could be a literal sequel to The Princess Bride, where it's like the
it would be a
second book or
wait.
something.
It would be a sequel.
Oh, Aaron, do your duty. That pun must be avenged.
That was good.
No, revenged. It must be revenged. That was terrible.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I really love The
Perfect
Magicians and Eureka and Fringe.
I still have not watched that or read the books. I only watched the first episode.
The show was fantastic. Like, it was funny. It was well done.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I think Aaron's coming
really
to
good.
beat me for you. Are you coming to beat me? Is that what's happening?
Hit him with the pool noodle of doom.
She smacked me. It's all right. I deserved it. The what was it? Oh, The Magicians. One of the cool things I liked about The Magicians, which I really wanted to see in The Wheel of Time, was the way that they were doing the hand gestures to do the weaves. If they would repeat them, so like,
to see if they actually
had like a language for it. Yeah.
Of like, yeah.
In The Magicians, they did. Like in The Magicians, they do finger tutting, like to do their spells, and sometimes they say words. But they had a language for
like
that.
Naruto hand signs.
Yes, it was very much like Naruto hand signs. But they had a language for it. Like, they worked with 2 finger tutting coaches that like were like famous finger tutting people when it was big in like the, you know, like 10 years ago in the 2000s, in the earlier 2000s. And they had a choreographer, and like when their spells had fire in it, like they had certain signs that they used for like when a spell had fire in it, and when spells did certain things, and when they did the same spell in another episode, they did the same hand motion.
The same spell.
Yeah. So I was hoping that they would do that for Wheel of Time too, but they never really got into it enough to show if they were or weren't going to do it. I love this movie so much, even though we went off on many tangents, but that was to be expected. I feel like
we are tangent lords.
God. See, and here you go. Ending credit. It sounds more like a fucking in memoriam on like a fucking the Oscars.
Oh my God, I never thought of it that way before.
That's what it sounds like.
So when I was a kid, I was extremely. Oh, that's right. This was her first fucking movie.
Who? Robin Wright? Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, because it ends with like an introducing Robin Wright.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think she had done stuff prior, but it was nothing big.
Well, she was in like commercials and stuff, wasn't she? She was like a model.
I think so. Was she a model?
I thought she was. I thought she was one of the actresses who started in modeling.
Maybe. I mean, she looks the part for sure, but I think she was in other
she's
stuff.
A beautiful woman.
Yeah, she was in a few other things. She was in something called Hollywood Vice Squad, and something called The Yellow Rose, but nothing.
Mark Knopfler, a legendary composer who totally just like wrote this entire movie in a weekend.
Yeah, for real. All right, so the watch party will be ending now. If you stay in it, it may continue playing for you guys, but we closed it. So that is the end of the movie for this evening. Let me get rid of the clock. But we need to figure out which show is going to win, and I think it's pretty obvious out of all the votes. Yeah, X-Men won pretty significantly. 61% X-Men. I'm very excited now. I was hoping X-Men would win.
I know what's going to happen in X-Men 97.
Oh, well.
That's the funny part, because it's literally based on my... Well, no, what I mean is I haven't watched it, and I haven't had people really spoil it for me, but like I've seen pictures and I know the arcs that they're doing. I remember these arcs, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're actually doing these. You know? So I can't wait till I get to it. Like, I have to really like figure out again how to get back into the swing of things with work and all. So really
At least they're only like 30-minute episodes, so it's not.
Yeah, they're really short.
It's not crazy.
And I was having a lot of fun doing the rewatch. But yeah, I literally remember when this happened in the comics.
Oh yeah, okay, right, because they did follow the comic stuff. But thankfully, Adalorna Sedai was very excited to watch either of these shows, so she was willing to accept taking our first episode, regardless of the show that we ended up landing on, because she is fantastic. So she's going to be joining us next week when we watch the first 2 episodes of X-Men '97, which I'm very excited about.
The Trial of Magneto.
Yeah. You know what I really also very much so enjoyed about the X-Men '97 series is that they used, they didn't just copy the old style of the animation. They were greatly inspired by it. So like you could see it in the animation, like even in this screen grab that I have for the thumbnail, it doesn't look like just look at the background, like just the way it fades and stuff. Like it looks hand drawn almost a little bit. Like I like it. I like the animation style a lot. I didn't realize how much I was enjoying it. Not just because of that, but in addition with that adding to it, I was enjoying it a lot because of that. It's very nostalgic for me because I used to watch the shit out of the original one.
I was having a lot of fun roasting it. Like lovingly roasting it.
I mean, you have to.
It is so 90s.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's like, and it's fun also seeing like the weird little ways that as like a Fox Saturday morning cartoon show, they cheaped out on certain things. So you can literally see like some of the cells like awkwardly moving around, or like
they also would like often reuse cells, so like you would see like the same combat, especially with the combat. They would sometimes just blatantly take whole scenes and reuse them.
Wouldn't even flip them around, literally just the whole thing. It was
crazy. Speaking I forgot to share this. Speaking of very 90s,
oh my god,
that's Gambit.
The choker. 97?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's from 97. Yeah. He's got the choker with the cut off teeth.
The animation is different. Like
it's different.
You can tell that it's like a different. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But
it looks more. It looks like. It looks sharpened.
Crisper? Yeah, there we go. So crisper.
It looks sharper, or crisper. Yeah.
That was the first thing I noticed. Was like and also I think the style of shading. It's like even with the filters that they use with the CG,
however they did it,
they use now, it's not quite the same, and so it doesn't look quite the same.
Everyone does love North Harbor. Everyone
when they can find it.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, if you need directions to North Harbor, no, you don't.
If you need directions to North Harbor, you're not old enough.
Exactly.
You're not old enough to visit.
They'll always listen to your partner, and I'll just we'll just say that and leave it there.
Yeah, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
They'll draw you a map.
So we usually play our one of our little games or we do our thing. So you've done the interview, the Inside the Dragman Studio interview, but since we're not going to get you on for the X-Men, and I think you can answer this without having seen the show pretty easily. Well, I want to ask you the 2 of the questions from the interview that are themed for the show that we're watching at the time. So,
okay,
who out of the X-Men '97 cast, the characters in the show, would make the worst roommate? And obviously you haven't seen the show, but it's pretty easy to.
No, but yeah, I know the X-Men, so it's like
and it's the same characters from the original one. So
there are a couple of different choices that were equally good.
Okay. Which of you could split it between Brotherhood and X-Men if you want.
Oh shit, that makes it harder.
That makes it harder? Okay, I thought that would make it a little bit easier.
If we include the Brotherhood, I would probably have to go with like someone like the Blob. Just because he seems like he'd have terrible hygiene and he wouldn't want to do any chores or anything else. He'd just be a terrible roommate. And he's huge too, so he would bogart everything, If I were sticking with the actual X-Men though, I would probably go with Nightcrawler, just because he's such a nice guy, but I can't have my house smelling like sulfur all day.
That's fair. And also, you never know when he's going to bamf in or bamf in with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd have to do his bamf thing somewhere else.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, and then the, flip side of that, and you could split it up again if you want, who would make the best roommate?
The best roommate would probably...
Logan.
No.
I mean, there would be a lot of empty beer cans around if it was Logan, for sure.
Logan.
And
Logan
holes in all of your furniture.
Logan was one of the first people I thought of when we were talking about worst roommate, but I realized that there were other choices that were probably worse. That's why I was like, I had to stop and think for a second. Best roommate. Probably Colossus.
So as the best roommate, okay, Colossus.
Yeah, because he's really conscientious.
That's true.
And he's also very strong.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to convince him to do chores at all.
Not unlike Fezzik.
Yeah.
He's not unlike
another
Fezzik.
Gentle giant.
Yeah, or loyal.
Colossus was also someone with the soul of a poet. He actually did write poetry.
Yep.
And
so did
things
Loyal.
like that in the comics. So yeah.
So what we're saying is Colossus, Loyal, and Fezzik are all the same character.
They'd
that's
be
the
buds.
hot.
They would totally go and hang out together.
Yeah, that's the out of context quote from this episode. I feel like the hot take from this episode. Though I'm not really sure it's that hot, to tell you the truth.
That's right. They are the same person in different turnings of the wheel.
Yeah, I 100% could see that. He needs to do all his bamfing in his own bedroom. That's true.
What we need
that's
is
true.
to get his mom over. Wait, I just thought about the fact that I probably can't say that because it's probably a spoiler.
Well, I mean, it's in the comics for 20 years, and it depends on if they change it.
I don't think they will.
Oh no, they're not going to change it for X-Men '97. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because that follows the same continuity.
Get his mom in there to set them straight, but
yeah, we'll see, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't think they ever dropped that reveal in the first X-Men cartoon, but I would not. I think that does come out at some point in the general area that we're at in '97.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah! No longer than that. You're right. I did the same thing. Yeah, way longer than that.
Oh yeah. Oh, if we're talking about the original, the '90s. Yeah. Jesus.
No, I mean, like, I'm talking about the shit that came out in the '80s. Like, I think that he was. Oh. I think the reference, like, it was always there in the background, like the reference.
Yeah, it was kind of like
was
hinted at. With the skin
and then they
and
did bring
like
it up out in the open, and I think his dad has been several different people.
Yeah, most recently it's that the guy that looks the part.
The red version of him that's in Days of Futures Past. Yeah, I forgot his name.
I want to say originally it was like just a human, just like a regular human. But like, I think the most, actually, I think the most current version is actually that. I'm still trying to dance around this because I don't want to inadvertently spoil anybody. But like, I think the current version is that mom is actually dad.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah.
So, and it's fun because like I don't remember them doing a lot of which they should have, and I hope that at some point I gotta. There's a lot of comics I do have to catch up on, so I don't know if they ever actually did this. But technically, in a weird sort of way, he's got a sister, right? Not by blood.
Yeah.
But like, and they're both on the same team, and so I always wondered like when they were gonna kind of address that they had a mom in common. Yeah. You know, one of which didn't know her at all.
Well,
and the other which knew her to ill effect.
If you've been a Marvel Comics fan for any amount of time, the comfortability that you have to have with retconning and changing of things is just it's got to be strong. Like it's got to be strong. Yeah, that's just
why. Like I always say that like when I see people who get really upset because of like for instance with the multiverse, like just things changing in Marvel, I knew that they didn't read the comics at all because it's like because as you said, a comic book fan of any length of time knows retcons are a thing, and you just accept them.
They're masking some other negative feelings they have with you're changing things, which is majority of the case.
A lot of times comes down to other things. Like I still remember like the first thing I heard about X-Men 97, other than the fact that it existed at all, was a certain contingent of people on the internet getting upset because Rogue's butt was not as
I know
as it was.
I know. that had came out right around the same time that Fallout, the first season of Fallout had released, and the same controversy. Like I remember them people talking about it in the same conversation about like someone retouched like Amazon's poster of Fallout and made Ella Purnell's butt like huge in it.
They basically gave her like old school like Jim Lee / anime butt. You know what I mean? Even with the little shiny.
Yeah.
That was
and
randomly
everyone
there.
was just like, why? Like, what is like? And
they're gooners, man. They
was the same.
That's how they approach everything.
Yeah, and it was the same contingent of people. So it's a safe bet if the incels or the book cloaks or whatever you want to call them, in whatever, oh shit, what was the so I recently learned that the bad Star Wars fans also have a name.
I would probably call them shit lords.
No. It's Star Wars. the fancom menace or something. Yeah, the fandom menace. That's what it is. The fandom menace.
That's good. Actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they called them the fandom menace. I recently learned that. I was unaware that they had a name, but that's fantastic.
I didn't know they'd given them a name either. I like that though.
Yeah, I learned that it's basically if those people hate it, I am usually going to like it, is usually what it means.
Generally speaking, yeah, I agree. I've noticed that they're actually a pretty good bellwether of whether something's good.
Yeah, or they're just mad at something for no reason. That usually happens with video games, though. They usually get mad about something that has nothing to do with the game whatsoever, and 9 times out of 10, it's something small, but...
Well, the video game anger, they just take their marching orders from like the Quartering and those guys.
The Manosphere and all that shit.
9 times out of 10, they haven't even played the damn thing. Yeah. They're just going off of what they heard or what they saw in a trailer and extrapolating it out into some rage-baity video that all the other incels go crazy over.
Thankfully, we don't have to worry about any of that here because the one thing that I've really respected about the Wheel of Time community is how well... And not saying it's perfect, 100% not saying it's perfect, but how well it polices itself, where it like kind of, like ushers the people off. Like usually it makes those types of people feel uncomfortable enough that they don't want to stay around. Like the negative people, like overtly negative. I'm not saying the Wheel of Time community is perfect, but out of all of the fan communities I've interacted with, it's the better of every, if not the best. I always hesitate to say it's the best of anything, but like, often you see people saying that, especially people that have been to like Jordan Con and other, conventions like that are themed around either the Wheel of Time or things adjacent to the Wheel of Time.
I mean, hey, those guys, I mean, they have Amadecia. We're not gonna we're not gonna raise Amadecia. They can go hang out over there,
Exactly. But speaking of video games, if anyone is going to come and hang out in Discord with us, I will probably be playing Dune, and I'll throw it up on screen while we're chatting because
are you enjoying that?
I've been enjoying playing Dune, and I'm actually playing it with our very own Matt Stagger and Sinister X, if you know him on Discord or Twitter or Max as.
And tell them I said hi.
As we call him.
What house are you playing?
What's up?
What house are you playing? Does it let you choose houses or?
I have a Harkonnen and an Atreides character.
Traitor.
I know. The character that I play with Max and them are Atreides, and then I play with another group of friends, and we wanted. I randomly we were like, let's make them the Addams family. So I made Fester, and they made Gomez and Morticia, and we were like, they have to be Harkonnen.
Well, I was literally just thinking to myself, like, what houses would they be?
They would be Harkonnen, but they would be good. Like, they would only torture people as like fun. You know, like they would torture people with consent.
So Harkonnens. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get you,
yeah. They are Harkonnen.
Not to the death, like just like the fun kind of torture.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they would torture.
So they'd be early days Harkonnen, not latter days Harkonnen.
Exactly. And like living to excess, you know, being very dark and mysterious, but also like kind of funny a little bit. Like that's the Addams Family. That's Harkonnen. Like they would just be
I was
not
thinking though
evil.
the thing would be Tleilaxu. Except without their really yucky.
Could you imagine trying to clean all the sand out of the thing?
Oh my god!
At a thing, yeah, that'd be horrible.
I always used to wonder what was under there. You
know I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I mean, not. Well, I'm not Thing. Thing wasn't the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of Cousin It.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's who. Totally, when you said again, you said Thing.
And you thought Cousin It.
And I thought Cousin It immediately. And I was about to say, I went to high school with a girl that her hair was so long, she could do that.
She would do the Cousin It thing?
Yeah, she could do that.
That's cool. Our telepathy is clearly in sync now. I'm like
beaming
you and I thought directly into your head so that even if I say the wrong thing,
I know what you mean.
Still know what I'm saying.
I speak your language. Yeah. I speak your
Cousin
language.
It would totally be a Tleilaxu except for their views on women.
Yeah,
and
that's fair. Cousin It is historically a feminist.
I mean, yes, that's absolutely right. So yeah, it's funny like trying to mash like universes together like that.
Trying to mash them together.
To myself, maybe It would be our resident Ixian because It is so close to Ix anyway. So like, maybe strange machines on
the
It.
Harkonnens even being super rich works with the Addams Family also. So
yeah, it's true. It's true.
But
and they also had weird vendettas, like Gomez was always talking about, like who was it? Like the one random like person that he hated or whatever.
Yeah. It was his arch nemesis. I don't remember.
Yeah, he was like a super nice person too, wasn't he? But he like totally hated him.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so funny.
It works on so many levels. Just saying.
Another thing based on comics that most people
we're not watching
realize.
Wednesday though. We're gonna watch X-Men 97. So maybe we'll throw Wednesday back up on the list. Maybe for a future rewatch. And great time to mention, if you are a follower on the Patreon, we do throw up early voting for shows and movies occasionally for the Patreon people to vote on. So like for the this movie, like to decide the fourth movie that popped into the options for the real night was decided by the Patreons and things like that. But we will do one for our future show, and maybe Wednesday can get on to that one if that's the one that you guys want to vote on. So just my really bad way of saying go check out our Patreon, and Reverse is Patreon and Discord channel, which is in the link in the description of the video.
You have a pretty good chance of interacting with several of the people that you're interacting with right now in my Discord as well.
It's a true story. You know what? Like, I love everyone having their own space and communities and things like that. But oh my God, there's so many Discords to follow. I can't do it. It's so really hard. My brain does not like doing it. Oh, the other thing I wanna post is my loving wife Erin updated my personal website. So if you guys care about that at all and you want to check it out, we updated my schedule. I'm going to be at Multiverse Con coming up, and I have a bunch of panels, and I also like the art on that page. It was done for me by Ariel Burgess. She just randomly one day sent me it. She was like, hey, I was working on some art, and usually when I'm practicing a new format, I will take a random friend and do a picture for them and send it to them. And that was the piece of art she sent me. And cool. Like a true supporter of all your friends, which you should never expect your friends to give you free things. You should never expect free things. I mean, she gave this to me out of nowhere for free, which was great of her. But then when I was like, hey, I want to use it on my webpage, but I want to make sure you get credit. How should we do that? We talked about the business side of those things and got an agreement for that, which I was like, that's how we should do it. And I specifically said, I don't want like, dude, I want this to be how you would normally do it, because you should never try to get your friends to do free things for you. You should always support your friends. I'm a very strong supporter of that. Speaking of, look, our first bot for the night. I always feel like you've made it when you get your Twitch bots. Yeah, we got a Twitch bot.
What's it advertising?
Cheap viewers on Streambo.
Oh,
yeah, we can get those.
Remove
Look
the
at
space. That's how you know it's above board.
Yeah. Well, Elon Musk does it, so we should do it. Apparently, that's how it works. Anyway,
stop. Just because Elon did it doesn't mean you can do it.
No. I love all of you awesome nerds. Thank you for hanging out. And again, we will be hanging out with I believe just Adalorna Sedai, but we'll see if Rebecca Sedai makes an appearance. The North Harbor podcast, watching episode 1 and 2, X-Men 97. Very excited. And with that, say goodnight, Reverse.
Good night, Crystal.